film opens with the introduction of a scientist who was transferring a mysterious creature into his body. Afterwards, his eyes turned blue, and he was transformed into a werewolf, and the scene drops here with this. Then the major character of the movie, named Lang Jun, is shown, who was delivering goods by his car. Then, Lang Jun listens to the news that some people were inexplicably disappearing in the city. Meanwhile, Lang Jun receives a call from his uncle, Jang, and he wishes him a happy birthday. Then, he witnesses an upside-down car on his way, and he attempts to rescue the man in that car. When he moves to that car, the creature seen at the start of the movie transfers into the body of Lang Jun, coming out of the body of that boy. Consequently, he is also transformed into a werewolf. Then, a secret military force approaches there. It looked as if they had come to capture him with full preparation, but it was not enough. As Lang Jun transforms into a werewolf, he kills all there with no difficulty. But a female fighter fires at him with a green laser, and he immediately runs away. The force's leader was not happy at all with this, because he was in search of a person who could adjust with that creature perfectly, and he had not found such a man until yet. On the other side, Lang Jun eats like an animal strangely as he approaches home, and he also behaves like an animal. In the end, he also vomits because of overeating. He glimpses the reflection of a werewolf as he looks at himself in the mirror, and consequently, he becomes so afraid that he loses his consciousness in his bathtub. Then, he observes some changes in himself as he wakes up, as his listening skills had increased very much. At the same time, he listens to a news broadcast which stated that the scratches seen 12 years ago had been found again last night. Knowing this, Lang Jun gets very upset. When Lang Jun goes to his job in the morning, his boss shows his anger towards him because he had left his stuffed goods truck on the road the night before. Later, Lang Jun's boss tries to hit him with a can in rage, and he hits back. As a result, the can strikes the wall so forcefully that it causes a crack. This is witnessed by his boss, who becomes very scared, and that place is left by Lang Jun without uttering a word. Meanwhile, it is seen that Lang Jun was being kept an eye on by a man. Also, a little girl on the road is saved by Lang Jun from facing an accident. This incident reminds him of his childhood, where he was being teased by two kids, but no action could be taken by Lang Jun because of his feebleness. At the same time, his friend saves him by coming there. In the meantime, he remembers that it is his friend's boxing match today, so he instantly moves to view the match. It is witnessed that his friend wins the match against her rival, but in spite of this, her rival pushes her down. At the same time, Lang Jun catches her by moving ahead. Meanwhile, Lang Jun's boss's son comes there and challenges Lang Jun to a boxing match, which he accepts. Lang Jun loses his senses with one punch as their fight is held. The force's leader is seen at the same time, who had still kept an eye on Lang Jun. It is also revealed here that the scientist depicted at the start of the movie is none other than Lang Jun's father, who died because of a certain cause. Lang Jun's mother had also died due to some disease, and consequently, Lang Jun was all alone from his childhood. It is also revealed that Lang Jun was the last hope of a company for their experiment, because the creature in his body had fully attached to him. So, the force's leader asks his members to capture Lang Jun as soon as possible. Contrarily, Lang Jun was at the home of his friend when he wakes up. She asks Lang Jun why he took that challenge in spite of her forbidding him. As he is telling this to her, he notices a bandage on her face which belonged to a company, Sanulian. For this company, in fact, Lang Jun's father and that lady used to work. That female soldier was the one who had tried to fire her gun at Lang Jun that night. After this, Lang Jun's friend shows him a photo of her brother, who had disappeared in a very mysterious way. Lang Jun tells her that he has witnessed her brother in the same company. At the same place, the members of that company arrive there to capture Lang Jun. Now, Lang Jun hides under their car to keep himself hidden, and he leaves his cell phone in their car to track them down. Later, Lang Jun's friend asks him why they came here, and Lang Jun tells her that they had come to capture him because he has a creature on which they are researching. Lang Jun goes to his uncle named Jang to get more information about this. When Lang Jun goes to his uncle's laboratory to meet him, he notices that it is set on fire. He protects him from the fire and asks his uncle Jang about that company, but he claims to have no knowledge about it. After this, when Lang Jun is returning back, it is seen that someone was chasing him again. This time, he captures him and takes that boy to his friend. He is told by that boy that he did not want to chase him, but he just wanted to know about that company, and he was also a hacker who had caught dangerous criminals within a moment. So, he takes that boy into his team because that boy delivers the whole information about that company to Lang Jun. He tells him that it is a company famous for its oil trading, but there is also a dark aspect to this company, as they trade illegal chemical weapons from other countries, and it is the same company where Lang Jun's father and uncle used to work. Meanwhile, he also tells Lang Jun's friend that he had contacted her before her brother's disappearance. He also tells her that all missing people are given a chance to play a game before disappearing, and Lang Jun's friend agrees with this because her brother had also gotten the same offer. The next day, Lang Jun was moving somewhere with his friend when he receives a call from the same boy who had delivered all the data about that company to him. Then, the commander and his military approach there before he can tell more details. Lang Jun gets ready to go with them in order to rescue his friend. Lang Jun moves away, sitting with them in their car, but his friend follows that car in the meantime and stops it. Being a great boxer, she faces the members of that force there and flees soon after rescuing Lang Jun from them. Then, both go to Uncle Jiang and ask him about all the matters. Now, his Uncle Jiang reveals the truth and tells them that he and his father used to serve in that company, where he wanted to manufacture a medication through which they could cure any disease. When all knew about the death of Lang Jun's father, they all became dejected and stopped working on their project. Now, Lang Jun asks the cause of his father's death after hearing Jiang's facts, and he is told that when his mother died because of one disease, his father lost his courage and had barred him from working with that company anymore. However, the company's runners did not like the decision of his father, so they killed him after locking him in a room and setting it on fire. Knowing this, Lang Jun becomes so aggressive, but Uncle Jiang forbids him, saying not to take any step against that company because it is a very powerful company. Meanwhile, the owner of that company reaches there with his men and kills Jiang before Lang Jun. Lang Jun was enraged, witnessing his uncle dying before him, so he transforms into a werewolf one more time and begins to fight with all. Lang Jun gets shot with the green laser while fighting, so he returns to his normal state. Before they are able to catch him, Lang Jun's friend pushes him down from the window so those people may not catch him. That boy also approaches and forbids Lang Jun to take any step because they were not ready properly till now. He explains to him that they cannot harm his friend until they catch him. Hearing this, Lang Jun trusts him and accompanies him. Now, Lang Jun leaves this place and begins to miss his old memories, sitting on the beach. He also casts a glance at his locket, in which his and his father's photo was stuck, and he had also worn gloves with this. When he shows all to that boy, he understands that the place where his father lost his breath was a specific location. Now, they move to that place. When Lang Jun reaches there, some marks of werewolves are discovered. He discovers a box there and opens it with the help of his locket. He discovers a tape inside the box that was recorded for him by his father. He explains to Lang Jun about an experiment where he had manufactured a drug to rescue his mother. First of all, he applied that experiment on himself, and his mother died before this, so he stopped that experiment. But the company started to use that drug as a weapon, and due to this, many people lost their lives. So, they all decide that they will attempt to stop all illegal pursuits of that company. On the other side, it is seen that the head of that company was in the laboratory of Jiang and was erasing all proofs from there. Then, they find an object there, and the company's head is killed as he was glimpsing at that object. On the other side, Lang Jun had reached that laboratory of experiments, and they all end the security guards of that place with the help of their weapons. Then, Lang Jun's friend is also shown there. She also glimpses her brother in the adjoining room when she observes. Seeing her brother, she assures him that Lang Jun will surely come to free them from here. When Lang Jun comes into that laboratory, many people enter there, but he ends all because of the superpower of the werewolf in him. After this, they had to collect proofs against this company, so they all move in different directions. Lang Jun reaches that place to rescue his friend. When he was finding the keys to rescue his friend, Uncle Jiang appears there and tells him that they have made that medicine with his blood, the medicine which was wished to be manufactured by Lang Jun's father. Before this, Lang Jun uttered a single word, and then the video cassette of his uncle and father is played, in which Jiang wanted to make those chemical weapons along with the company's members, but Lang Jun's father was stopping him from doing so. So, he left Lang Jun's father in that room which was set on fire. Watching that video, Lang Jun had understood that the manipulator of that company is none other than Uncle Jiang, who had taken the life of his father. Meanwhile, that company's head assistant also comes and begins to tell that the manipulator of that company is not anyone else but Jiang. She was telling the truth to Lang Jun because Jiang had also killed the company's head. So, that assistant begins to fire at Jiang, but he was not becoming worried about this because the medicine made by the blood of Jun had been injected into his body before by him. He begins to transform into a werewolf, and Lang Jun also turns into a werewolf. Later, a great fight is held between them there. During the fight, both come outside. Contrarily, Lang Jun's friend and her brother also come outside. Now, Lang Jun's friend ties a rope around the neck of Zhang to rescue him, but Zhang gets no harm from this. On the contrary, he wounds Lang Jun's friend, and before this, he killed her. Then, Lang Jun pulls the rope upward. Lang Jun gives an electric cable to his friend, and using this, they end Zhang. In the end of the movie, Lang Jun is seen reading a book at his home. It is known by the news that all missing people are found now, but they all have a mysterious mark on their body. However, Lang Jun had exposed the truth about that company to the public, and the film completes on this scene. Thanks for watching.